Welcome, I'm Dark Hour 717, and this is the weekly news review for the week of March 11th and Star Citizen, where we're going to go over all the latest and up-to-date information for the Star Citizen universe. Before we actually get started though, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Help me get the videos out to more people as we work to reach the 5,000 subscriber goal. Also stick around till the end of the video to find out how you can get entered to win our YouTube exclusive giveaway of the Tobii Eye Tracker 5. Late last week, we saw the latest in subscriber flare show up in our hangars with the Void Ripper helmet and the Defiance armor. Centurion level is going to actually receive the charcoal version, and the Imperator level will actually see that, as well as the Sun Chaser variant, which I really like the yellow armor. It's really nice looking. And of course, these are heavy armor sets, so you can move a little bit slower when you're wearing them. Also, all subscribers should now see the Redeemer in their hangars, as this is the ship of the month, and all 3 Hercules variants from last month are now available to purchase for all subscribers with the extended 12-month insurance. This week we've had a number of updates that are definitely worth looking at. On Tuesday we saw a release of lore material on Techapi, a small-scale armor manufacturer that has grown through its loyal following into an empire-wide brand. Though the road to growth and success was long and difficult, this brand had an exponential growth overnight. Creating such armor as the Atsalan, this company was formed by Claude Gadkari, as well as an armorer named Tam, who he met when searching for the original armorer that he purchased his first set of armor from, whose name was Techapi. He got many compliments on the armor they had originally purchased and received many offers to have people buy it from him. And he was wanting to go into business reproducing it for others with the original maker. Though he never found Techapi, he partnered with Tam to recreate the suits and sell them together. This is the story of their success, as well as the circumstances of a partnership that when they were at their most down, they turned everything around and skyrocketed their business through the roof. This is a short story and very quick read, and for those into the lore, I think you're going to really enjoy this. Wednesday, we did see the Squadron 42 monthly report for February come out, as well as the week before the PU monthly report for February. If you have never taken time to go through these reports, it is basically a recap of all the progress and updates that have occurred in both these projects over the last month. The reports themselves do cover a number of topics in them and can be very lengthy. The PU monthly report focuses on the upcoming patch 317, and some key points of interest are definitely in regards to the art for ships, discussing the advancement in the Hull A, the Drake Vulture, the RSI Scorpius, the Banu Merchantman, as well as a couple of unannounced vehicles. And the work, of course, on the Drake Corsair. Also interesting is the community information with links to the Jumptown 2.0 infographics, post-mortem on 316, Xenothreat overview, as well as brief mentions of Coromor. For the PU monthly report, it really is a condensed down version of all the things that have taken place through many of the teams over the past month. And it's a great source to really catch up on things that may have been missed or overlooked through the last few weeks. In the Squadron 42 monthly report, we really get an idea of what happened with the development of Squadron 42. This is similar to the information covering many teams, as well as from AI to art, engine, vehicles, and so much more. A lot of information contained here is more informative than the PU monthly report, as Squadron 42 does not necessarily have all the same coverage as the PU does. We get a little bit of information through Inside Star Citizen Live, but this really dives deep into the happenings over the last few weeks. The Squadron 42 monthly report really brings everything together into one convenient place for easy review. Some notable points is the development of gameplay features with dynamic conversations with NPCs, as well as work on Gen 12 renderer with the graphics team, as well as level design for space dogfighting, as well as narrative. I'll include a link to both of these reports in the description below. Thursday, as always, we saw the newest episode of Inside Star Citizen, the Hull of a Show episode with a detailed look at the Hull A with John Crew. In this episode, John Crew talks of the benefits of the Hull series being helpful for the manual loading process expected with the cargo refactor. The Hull A offers benefits that is usable in space and on surface, being able to land with its external cargo fully extended and not impeding the landing gear. Set up as a solo cargo hauler, it offers the benefits of larger ships as far as having a living quarters, airlock space that has enclosed areas so decompression will not be a problem, as well as a typical mail slot MISC cockpit style. It has a taller mail envelope style windscreen that improves on the current design of most MISC ships. The benefits it provides will be proven in the long term, as more of its features will be prominent in the future with the cargo refactor. The hull A also plays a big part in working out the details that proved difficult with the hull C. After the hull A spotlight, we actually got a location sprint report that went into the Passover cloudscaping for Hurston. Though not confirmed that it will be ready for 317 release, the work is amazing and looks as though it's really going to be worth the wait if it does take longer. Also spotlight was Maria Pier of Hart Hospital that truly has a distinct Hurston feel to it. Then onto the views of what looked like the background space throughout Pyro with nebulas and cloud formations that we're going to see when flying through there. The art was beautiful, and to see this eventually make it in will be amazing. We also saw checkpoints and renderings of ideas for these type of areas, and they're not completely fleshed out yet, but truly make me excited for Pyro to show up even sooner. Some fauna was also shown, as Jared really seemed to be hooked on the yucca tree. Then we moved on to different areas that we see throughout stations and locations, including the medical stations that are going to be set up throughout Pyro. Though Jared really seemed hooked on the trash pile art, almost to a point of obsession. The feel for Pyro can really be felt though through what we see here, and it really gives the rundown outlaw feel that we want to see. And finally, we saw a white box of the derelict and active outpost, which I will admit I'm excited for, as this will provide additional points of interest for exploration and create even more gameplay availability for all of us to enjoy. At the end of the Inside Star Citizen, we got a reminder that Stella Fortuna is right around the corner, and this of course is the late winter, early spring time celebration. This of course is the celebration of the successful colonization of Mars, which also moved into a praise of the Martian colonists after the catastrophe of 2125, where 4,876 people perished due to a technical error in the terraforming process. It celebrates fortune, boldness, and new business ventures as well. And with this celebration, we do see a limited ship sale and Stella Fortuna paint usually introduced. Common offerings are the Emerald Green Archimedes, the Fortuna paint Ursa Rover, and last year we did see a Mercury Star Runner made available with the Cyclone MT in the Stella Fortuna paint. So what will we see offered this year is yet to be seen, but I'm excited to see what they're going to come up with. And finally this week we saw the latest Star Citizen Live with a Q&A with the VFX team. Mike Snowden, the VFX director at CIG, is the guest and apparently has never seen the Star Wars Holiday Special, which in my eyes is truly a travesty. We also found out quite a bit more about him personally, and that he's a vintage video game collector. The topic of course though is VFX, and that means visual effects. Jared really stressed that the questions need to focus on the VFX subject. What they actually cover were things such as EMP and quantum visual effects updates, as well as Jared got off on a little bit of a tangent set off by a question in regards to moist eyeballs. That was actually pretty funny, as he explained the desire to spotlight everyone and every team, and that the team for moist eyeballs was on a few weeks ago. They also spoke of the tractor beam and Mike Snowden's unhappiness with how it looks currently. They did mention the lack of explosions from the MOABs coming from the A2, and did confirm that it is a random bug that's going around. Maneuvering thrusters were also discussed, and improvements to their effects. Fire, of course, as it has been some time since we've seen this. It is still in development and being worked on. Mike also goes through and updates on the status of where they are in regards to that completion of Fire. They are still actively working on the design and coding it. They're wanting to make sure that it really is as immersive as possible and interacts properly with all the local items. This episode was a little more difficult to follow with just the single guest. It was interesting, but a little bit dragged out. I will say there was definitely a difference in feel over the episode last week with the narrative team. And of course, we've all heard the news that patch 317 has been released to Auec. I will be doing a separate video on this, as there is definitely a lot of information to go over, so keep an eye out for that. That about wraps up the updates for this week though. Feel free to leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts and what you're really excited about from this past week, and as I do love hearing back from you guys and reading your comments. Also, don't forget to get your entries in for March's YouTube exclusive giveaway of the Tobii Eye Tracker 5. Just subscribe, leave a comment on any video here, and a winner will be drawn on April 1st. Also, if you'd like to head over to Twitch, where you can catch the stream every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you can also get a chance to enter the March exclusive Twitch giveaway for a Thrustmaster T16000 HOTAS. Just follow on Twitch and you'll be entered in, and a winner will be drawn on April 1st. If you do want to help support the channel, check out the merch store and Patreon, and you can always hit that join button and get a membership for as little as 99 cents per month. It is greatly appreciated, as that's how we're able to do all of our giveaways to give back to the community. I thank everybody again for all the support. I hope everybody's having a safe and wonderful weekend, and we will catch you next time.